Well, listen, I thought he had kind of all the requirements to do a great job. I mean, he'd shown what a world-class player he was. He'd always been sort of influential in the dressing room behind the scenes. So I thought he had a good chance of making a good fist of it. You don't entirely know how someone's going to deal with the job until they're in it. And Alastair's had some tough times. He's had to show a lot of character over the time he was England captain. He's come through that. He's had some remarkable successes. And he'll be remembered very fondly by those that played under him. You know, he had a real kind of common touch and an empathy with his players, which made them want to follow him. And you know, he's been a top quality captain. Well, listen, I mean, I suppose you only really find out about someone when they go through tough times, and Alastair Cook's had his fair share. I think he would admit that himself. He's shown incredible resilience and strength of character to get through those times. I mean, a couple of them are pretty bleak indeed. He's come out the other side, he's kept scoring runs, he's sort of ushered in this new generation of England cricketer, and he steps aside at a really good time when that next generation have established themselves and are kind of ready to hopefully push forward into, you know, and to do bigger and better things for the England team. Well, I don't think it was an easy decision for him to make, you know, because it's a great honour to be England captain, and as soon as you've made that decision, it doesn't come back again. But he was very honest with me right from the start about some of the challenges of the role going forward, and there are some significant challenges coming up, and also, you know, how sort of drained he was, having spent 59 matches in charge. It does take a lot out of you. And you know, I think on one level or another he felt that this was the right time for new energy, for some new thinking, for some new ideas, and for someone to really grab it with both hands. And it was the right thing for him. It was also the right thing for the England cricket team. So we're looking for someone who, I suppose, really wants the role. The role excites them. You know, that understands the incredible opportunity, but also the challenge, and wants to embrace that with both hands. But also has real clarity in their thinking about how to take the team forward. You know, it's really important that you hit the ground running, that you know what you're trying to do, that you link in really well and effectively with the coach, and that you understand that you have a limited time to make a difference. So those are the sort of questions I'll be asking the players over the coming days. Obviously, it's not just my decision. The selectors are involved in this. The England coach is involved in it as well. But we just want to make sure that at the end of this process, we've asked all the right questions, and we're absolutely certain in our minds that we've appointed the right person to take the team forward. Well, listen, I mean, firstly, as a cricketer, he's been genuinely outstanding. You know, in all three formats of the game, he's a very special player. He's been playing the vice captain's role up till now, so I think he's learnt a lot about captaincy and leadership, and he's got a lot of very strong traits. He wouldn't have been able to achieve what he has with the bat if he hasn't had those. But listen, I'd like to speak to him about how he views the role going forward, and I'd like to speak to other people as well. I mean, you know, I don't think we're in a position just to say there's one candidate for the role at this stage. I think there's more than that. But obviously, Joe is certainly one of the candidates to take the role forward. That's the way I see it. I mean, you know, his record as a batsman is unbelievable. I still think he's got a lot of good quality cricket ahead of him, and I think he'll benefit from not being weighed down by all the demands of the captaincy. So no reason why he can't go and score a load of runs, which will help England win. No reason why he can't play a really good senior player role in the team, and no reason why he can't give a huge amount of support and advice to the new captain. I think he'll do all three of those really well, and if Alastair Cook's playing well, I think the England team definitely benefits.
And finally from me, do you see him ever eclipsing Tendulkar's record? I mean, what's your view on that? Is he viewing that as the next career goal for him? Is that what he's looking to now?
Well, I think that's a question to ask him. I mean, is it possible? Definitely. Is it going to take a lot more commitment and drive and focus to do that? Yes, it will. Has Alastair Cook got that in him? Well, we know he does. So, you know, in that sense, I don't think there's any reason why he can't do it. Brilliant.
Cheers.
Thank you. Lovely.